everyone, it's Dave from the channel Whiskey and Synths. Welcome to today's video. If you've not been here before, this is a channel that blends whiskey drinking with music making. Got music production tips and all sorts of things like that. So welcome to today's video. Today's video is recording jazz in the studio. Nice. So yeah, we're going to be recording some hot jazz at Tonic Note Studios, also known as Edinburgh College Studios. I'll be showing you the setup, behind the scenes, how we recorded everything, a little bit of the music clips, get some of that as well. So yeah, really excited to show you that, guys, today. If you've not been on the channel before, welcome. You might want to hit subscribe, hit the bell, ding, to get notification of our future videos. We do studio tours, behind the scenes, artist interviews, all sorts of videos about music production that I think you guys will enjoy. So welcome to the channel. Let's cut the chit chat. Here's the main video that you tuned in for. So everyone, we're going to give you a little rundown of recording a jazz band in the studio. How have we got it set up today? How have we got it set up to reduce bleed, to be kind of good? Yeah, let's just start with the keyboard sensor right here. So right here we've got the Nord Electro 4, this guy. That's mainly been used for organ sounds today. Then we've also got the Behringer DeepMind synthesizer, DeepMind 6, which is more for like cool lead, jazzy, spacey sounds. These are both in stereo outputs, and they're going down into the DI boxes here, and we follow the cables along, the orange ones, and they go all the way along to our patch bay here. So the patch bay is what connects everything in the live room into the studio room, which is just through the window there. So we've also got the guitar amp just here. It's connected to the little orange head, orange cabinet, and it's been mic'd up by one of my favourite mics ever, the AKG C414. Super crisp, super got lovely high sounds, loads of options on it as well. You can see the circles of the speakers in the amp there. So it's just off axis, not right in the middle, just off center, I mean, just there. So hopefully I've kind of got a bit of crispiness, but not too harsh. If it's in the middle, it's too harsh. It's over to the side, it's too warm. So right in the middle for that jazzy tone, which you got going there. You can see the pedal board of the guitars there, pretty cool. And the guitar amp's actually shielded by these sofa cushions. That's hopefully absorbing some of the noise from the drum kit, which is over here. Now on the drum kit, you've got your overheads, these two guys here, Rode NT5s. Classic, good for picking up cymbals, and we're compressing them a lot in the studio to really kind of make it punch through as well, so it gives it quite a nice crunchy sound. You can see the Audix D6 mic here. This guy's absolutely amazing for your bass tones, so a classic one on a microphone for a kick drum. Amazing kit as well. Look at the sparkle, look at it shine, look at it shine. We've also got on the snare drum, we've got an MD 421 Sennheiser mic. It's a really classic microphone there, and down below it, one of my favourites again, the AKG C414. Remember, if you've got two mics like that on a snare drum, you need to phase invert the bottom one just here on the desk so it doesn't get any phase cancellation. Over here we've got an AKG, I think it's 154, I can't remember, on the hi-hat. I'll look up the number for that again. Why do all microphones have names that are just numbers? Oh, they're so confusing. Give it a cooler name, AKG. Call it the AKG Hi-Hat Excel. I don't know. Call it something cool and easy to remember. But yeah, I never thought I'd be geeky about microphones, but I am now. I'm loving this setup. Lastly, in the drums, we've got these Sennheiser clip-ons on the toms there. These guys quite a good tone. They're normally used for live situations, but as you can see, we've got all these mic stands everywhere in the drum kit. Having a few clip-ons just really helps save space. Over this way, you've got the bass amp connected to obviously the bass guitar here, a beautiful one. And actually, we've not got the speaker on the bass amp on today, because if we did, we'd have drums, guitar, and the speaker of the bass amp. There'd be too much bleed between all these instruments going on. So what we decided to do is run the bass into the head of the bass amp and take a DI out of the back of it, and it runs into the patch bay there. And what that means is you still get all the goodness and nice features and electronics that live inside that head of that bass amp, but you're not getting bleed from the actual speaker there as well. So yeah, it works out pretty well. We've got a few little details you might see. These mic stands are everywhere, so we've got these white stripes of tape coming down just so you notice them more and don't walk into them. A few little bits of health and safety. Our cables, try to manage them in little bunches like highways like that, just so people trip over them less. And that's the main things. Right in the middle you see the headphone amp, or you call it the full back amp. That provides signal to all the bands and what they can hear. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that little studio of the live room. We've also got horns and brass in this one today as well. So where are they living? They're actually living in the control room, which is a kind of different setup. In the control room there, we've got 3 microphones, 3 wind and brass instruments, and it means they can be separated in the mix from here. So you're not getting drum sound in the brass and woodwind sounds over there on the other side of the window, which is great. When you mix them together, they hopefully should sound a bit of separation, but the band can still play live together in the studio, but with not too much bleed as well. So hope you enjoyed this little tour. This is how we're recording Soul Gear, our jazz band today. Cheers, guys. So everyone, one thing I wanted to chat about, when you're recording as a studio engineer in a studio anyway, and you're not recording your own music, you're recording another band's music or another artist's music, is, you know, your bedside manner, you might call it if you're like a doctor. But basically, as the engineer, as the main person in the studio overseeing the session, you've got to be welcoming, you've got to make it feel fun for everyone, you've got to try and keep the vibe going, the energy going as well. Sometimes people can be sitting around a lot waiting for you to sound check the drum kit, and the drum kit might have like 8 different microphones on it, and you're EQing it and you're compressing it. Each channel, sometimes you might just be like, oh man, they might be like boring sitting around. So yeah, just say thanks for them waiting around, just say looking forward to hearing you play. Just say maybe things like that, just appreciate them and just try and keep everyone's energy going, be nice to everyone. You got to remember as well, sometimes people want their composition their way. Some artists don't really want your input into it that much. Like, you can make little comments about the arrangement or like the mix or something like that, but sometimes they want it kind of their way. And so, you know, my advice is maybe like, if you really believe something would make their track better, maybe when people are having a chit chat about it, be like, well guys, have you thought about doing it this way maybe? And if they're like, oh yeah, maybe go with it. But if they're like, not sure, don't be offended, just be like, oh cool, don't worry about it, and just let them do it, because at the end of the day, it's their composition that they're doing as well. So sometimes that happens, sometimes you might think, oh, this would make it a lot better, but you know, things are subjective and it's their session. You know, when you're eventually working as a studio engineer, they'll be paying you for the session. So, you know, you got to keep them happy as well. They're the client. So, and it's their art at the end of the day. You're helping facilitate them, make it the best they can. Yeah, in regards to bedside manner, that's one of my little tips and tricks as well. Just try and bring as much energy, enthusiasm as you can. You know, use your own personality. Everyone's different. Some people are, you know, a bit like, buzzing all the time, like a bit of high energy. I don't know anyone like that. Maybe that's me. Some people are more chill and calm, but they can bring a sort of like energy and kind of like vibe to a recording that keeps people interested and excited. So just work for whatever works for you. That's one of my tips, guys, when you're about bedside manner when you're recording as well. So let's have another look at some of the stuff we've done today with the jazz band in the studio. everyone. So that's me, just jumped in the van, ready to go home after the recording studio today. Had an amazing time with Slow Gear. You got to check them out. They've got a few gigs coming up. They'll be releasing this track as well. Really good modern jazz band with some synths, some keyboards, and all sorts of stuff you saw already. So hope you enjoyed that little behind the scenes on how we set them up recording today. If you want to find out more stuff like that, if you're interested, please just comment. Let me know what worked well today in this video, what didn't work so well, what more things you'd want to find out in future videos like this. Always looking for your feedback to try and improve the videos of Whiskey and Synths. Sorry there wasn't much whiskey in this video today. We're not actually allowed whiskey at that studio. No. But, you know, I'll have a few drams tonight, say, have a wee celebration of how well it went. So, hit the subscribe, hit the like button. We've got more videos like this, all sorts of content to do with music production. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. Enjoy your whiskey, enjoy your synths, enjoy your music production, and have fun making music. I'm tuning out. Thanks for tuning in.